Brothers and sisters, when people read Ephesians 2, many immediately run to verses 8 and 9. For by favor you have been saved through belief, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of Allah. It is not by works, so that no one should boast. Ephesians 2, 8 through 9. And that is absolutely true. We cannot purchase salvation with our works. We cannot earn Yahuwah's favor. We cannot boast as though we rescued ourselves. But if you stop reading at verse 9, you miss verse 10. Because verse 10 tells us, for we are his workmanship, created in Messiah Yahusha unto good works, which Allah prepared beforehand that we should walk in them. Ephesians 2:10. Did you catch that? We are not saved by our good works. But when we are saved, we are created for good works. There is a difference. Ephesians 2 begins with death. Paul says we are dead in trespasses and sins, walking according to the course of this world and according to the spirit working in the sons of disobedience. Ephesians 2, 1 through 2. Notice the word, walking. This wasn't merely about making an occasional mistake. This was a way of life. We walked according to the world. We followed the desires of the flesh. We lived according to our own wants. Ephesians 2:3 says we once conducted ourselves in the lust of our flesh, doing the desires of the flesh and of the thoughts. But then came two powerful words. But Allah. Ephesians 2:4. We were dead, but Allah. We were walking in disobedience, but Allah. We were following the course of this world, but Allah. Because of his great love and compassion, he made us alive together with Messiah. Ephesians 2, 4 through 5. Brothers and sisters, grace is not Yahuwah giving us permission to remain dead. Grace is what brought us out of death and into life. So how can we claim we have been made alive while deliberately continuing to walk in what Scripture says we were delivered from? Then Paul deals with the separation. Ephesians 2, 11 through 12 tells the nations to remember where they once were, separated from Messiah, alienated from the citizenship of Yasharal, strangers from the covenants of promise, having no expectation and without Allah in the world. But verse 13 changes everything. But now in Messiah Yahusha, you who once were far off have been brought near by the blood of the Messiah. Ephesians 2:13. Brought near. Not brought near so we could create another lawless religion. Not brought near so we could continue living according to the world. We were brought near through Yahusha. And Ephesians 2:14 through 18 explains how Yahusha brought peace, breaking down the dividing wall and reconciling both unto Yahuwah in one body. This is why verse 19 says, so then you are no longer strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the set apart ones and members of the household of Allah. Ephesians 2:19. Do you understand how powerful that is? You were far off. You were a stranger. You were walking according to this world. You were dead in trespasses. But you were brought near, made alive, made a fellow citizen, made part of the household. And if Yahuwah brought you out, why are you fighting to go back? Ephesians 2 destroys both pride and lawlessness. You cannot boast in your works as though you saved yourself. But neither can you use favor as an excuse to refuse the good works you were created to walk in. Verse 8 says saved by favor. Verse 9 removes boasting. Verse 10 establishes the walk. Read the whole thought. Brothers and sisters, the evidence of being made alive is that your walk begins to change. Your desires change. Your priorities change. Your relationship with sin changes. Your relationship with obedience changes. Your relationship with the world changes. Not because you're trying to earn salvation, but because the one who saved you did not leave you where he found you. So examine your walk. Are you still walking according to the course of this world, as Ephesians 2:2 describes? Or are you walking in what Yahuwah prepared for you, as Ephesians 2:10 declares? Because the same chapter that says, by favor you have been saved, also says, created in Messiah Yahusha unto good works, that we should walk in them. Favor saved you. Yahusha brought you near. Now walk like someone who has been made alive. Hold on, endure, and keep walking the narrow path.